Hey, what's good, man? It's your boy Trust, though. I'm in the building, dog. Hey, look, reason I'm dressed like this, I just got out of work. I had came to drop. I needed to transfer some footage to get with that boy David to give him this footage that I recorded at the house. But when I got here, we couldn't upload the footage the way I wanted to upload the footage, so I had to scrap the footage. So he like, look, I wanted to just sit you in front of the green screen or whatever and test something out. Shit, I was already pissed off when I got once, cause I ain't even get to go to the gym. Cause you know, normally I'd be fresh, not, you know, just not getting up out the gym. So shit, I said, man, look, bruh, I'm finna record something right now. Whatever I recorded yesterday, I could just tell that story again. So I'm gonna give y'all a story on how I got sober, you feel me? And the reason I'm telling this story, cause I wanna try to help out people who having a hard time with putting that alcohol down, putting them drugs down, or, you know, if you ready to, you know what I'm saying, get that shit out your life and try to better your life and change your health, you're gonna have to do something. And maybe my story can help one or two people, I don't know. So anyway, how I started drinking, I started drinking in about the 11th grade, you feel me? I used to take my homeboy, I used to take his uncle down to the 4th Ward in Atlanta. I used to take him down to Atlanta to go buy crack. So he used to pay me to take him, of course, to go pick up the crack. But anyway, on the way buying crack, we'll stop the Quick Trip or whatever, get a 6-pack of Heineken or whatever, and shit, we be drinking on the way to go pick up the crack. So that's how I got started drinking Heineken. And Heineken was like my favorite beer choice. And like I said, if I had my keys in here, I could show you on my keys. I got a little reminder. It's like a bottle top opener, but it's a Heineken. It was a gift. Somebody gave me a gift, a Heineken bottle top opener. So that's how I got started. So anyway, story about when I first got my first DUI. 2 in the morning, leaving the club, leaving Barnacles on Pleasant Hill. Driving, I might have been swerving. It's 2 in the morning. Should have never even been out that late driving, you feel me? But I should have, you know, caught a cab or some shit, cause this shit before Uber and Lyft and all that. So anyway, I chose to drive anyway. So I'm making a left on 85 North, about to go home. So the cop get behind me. So once the cop get behind me, I see the blue lights. So of course I panic. So I'm like, damn. So I'm reaching for the cologne, spray the cologne on me and shit. Got some mints, ate some mints, probably popped some gum in my mouth at the same time, you know. So I pull over. So the cop walk up to the car, license and registration. So I'm like, damn, license and registration. I give him the license and registration. He walked back to his car, run my name, run the tag, everything check out. So I'm like, damn, I'm good. So he like, oh, sir, I need you to step out the car. So I'm like, step out the car for what? So he want me to do the field sobriety test. So I'm like, ah, shit. So I get out the car. So we go through the test. First, make you count 1 to 10, count backwards, say the ABCs. Then they want you to put your hand on your nose, one leg up, you know what I'm saying? All that old crazy ass shit. So I passed all that. So then he like, he pull out the little breathalyzer out of I think he might have had in his pocket or something. I don't know, I don't remember. But anyway, he pull out the breathalyzer, he like, oh, I'm gonna need you to blow in this. So I'm like, blowing this? Nigga, I ain't finna blow in that, you feel me? So he like, oh, nah, this ain't gonna count against you. I'm just double checking something and making sure. And I'm like, bruh, I'm not finna blow in that machine. So, nah, it's not gonna count against you. So I'm like, hey man, as long as it ain't gonna count against me, I'll blow in it. So I blowed in the shit, you feel me? Next thing I know, put your hands behind your back, sir. So I'm like, put my hands behind my back. Yeah, I think I might have blew like a 0.08, some shit like that, you feel me? So he put my hands behind my back, put the cuffs on me, throw me in the back seat, take me down to Gwinnett County. So I get locked up, you know what I'm saying? You know, they take your picture. Once they take your picture, process you in, throw you in the holding cell. So I get to the holding cell, you know what I'm saying? I'm already pissed off. I'm still drunk as hell. You feel me? So first person I see when I get in the holding cell, that boy Joe Black. Trust no, what's up, boy? Like, oh shit, what's up, my nigga? So me and Joe Black in that bitch, we chopping it up. So Joe Black, he you know, we just chopping it up about some other shit. Why he in there? I'm telling him why I'm in here. So he's like, oh man, don't even sweat that shit. I got a lawyer for you. So he turned me on to the lawyer. I ain't gonna say her name, but top-notch lawyer. So I get the lawyer, bond out, go through all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So after I bond out, of course, you know you gotta wait on your court date to come. So the court date came. So I ain't call a lawyer right away. So I went in there, played Nolo Contendere. So once I played Nolo Contendere, they reset the court date for the real court date. You know, they give you time to go get you an attorney. So I went and called a lawyer. Next time I go back for my second court date, I had the lawyer with me. You feel me? So this time, the lawyer had already, she was a powerful lawyer, so she went back, chopped it up with the judge, and then she told me, look, you just gonna plead this. So I don't know if I pled guilty. I think I might have pled guilty, but it might have been Nolo Contendere as well. But the charge, the conviction I got, it was 12 months probation, 40 hours community service, DUI school, and then the time served in jail. And then I think I had a fine too, if I am mistaken. So with my fine, I paid all that shit, went to the DUI school, did the community service, and you know, I had the little scratch on my record, you feel me? And that was like a reckless driving, it wasn't a DUI. So, you know, not taking heed to what was going on in my situation, I end up, you know, I just kept drinking, smoking my little weed or whatever the case may be. So anyway, you know, going to parties, hanging out, you know, still, you know, doing my regular activities. So fast forward, about 5 years later, you feel me? I get jammed up again on another DUI. Me and some homeboys, we might have went downtown partying or whatever the case may be, headed back to Gwinnett. I get pulled over again. So same situation. So this time I go to jail, bond out. And the first one, that first DUI, that shit cost me like 8 grand. So the second one, I think that shit was about 10, maybe 11. So what we at, $18,000, $19,000, just pissed down the drain? Okay, so follow me. So I go through that situation. By the grace of God, I beat, well, not to say I beat it. It was another experience that I had to go through. But once I went through that shit, kept drinking. You feel me? Not excessively, but you know what I'm saying? It was like more or less like in moderation. But knowing that, damn, I gotta make a change, I ain't really take heed to it right then. So I'll be chopping it up with my uncle on the phone. So uncle be like, damn, nephew, you sound like you been drinking. So I'll be in that bit, we on the phone talking, he giving me game, cause you know, he like a Muslim, but he like my dad, you know what I'm saying? That's my dad brother. So my uncle, not my uncle, he like my dad, but he always telling me like, yo, you gonna have to stop drinking. You need to quit doing this, quit doing that. I'm like, man, dog, I work hard. I'm gonna have me a drink. It's like I kept rebelling against that shit. So talking to falling asleep on the phone, word slurring. So I'm like, man, damn, I'm getting tired of this man telling me about this shit. And I mean, I still was drinking, but something in the back of my mind was just telling me like, yo, you might need to just fall back, you know what I'm saying? So didn't take heed to it, it wasn't nothing. So I started chopping it up with this chick. So the chick, every time I go by her house, she be like, man, every time you come over here, you drink. I'm tired of this shit. I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna have me a drink. I don't give a fuck what you gotta say. I don't need no motherfucker telling me what to do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm listening, but I'm not listening. But you know how people, you know, they trying to tell you something, you don't take heed to it right then and there, but then it's something in the back of your mind that'll play back and tell you like, yo, try this and see how this might work. You feel me? So I said, you know what? I'm finna fall back from drinking altogether. So I just told myself like, I ain't gonna drink. So that shit turned to day one. Day one turned into day two. Day two turned into day three. You feel me? So I just started doing things like going to the gym, writing down a list of my goals, setting up my budget plan, you know, because there's a lot of stuff that I want to do in life, but I feel like while I was drinking and doing everything that wasn't on my list of goals, that shit was hindering me from moving forward on making shit happen, on making things happen. So once I fell back from drinking and I started working on what I need to work on, shit just started happening in my life, and I was like, damn, I started, you know what I'm saying, setting up manifestations and affirmations and I mean, all kind of stuff started happening in my life. And I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? This shit, I like this, you know what I'm saying? Let me try to move toward this, you know what I'm saying? Instead of, let me put that to the side and I'm gonna move toward this right here. So the more I start walking away from like alcohol, the more I start making things happen that I had wrote down on that list. You feel me? So I just kept at it. So what I want to tell you is, the person that's watching this video right now, if it's something you want to do in life, go ahead and go after it. You feel me? Don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. It's gonna be up to you to make that decision. Cause like I said, one of my favorite verses in that Bible is Romans 12:2. Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You're gonna have to renew your mind. You're gonna have to tell yourself, look, I gotta make these changes. You're gonna have to write down you some goals. You're gonna have to write down a budget plan. You're gonna have to get around the people that can help you achieve your goals. The people that you hanging around with, if you're not moving toward what you're trying to bring to life or bring into fruition, hey, you're gonna have to leave them people behind, bro. Like I said, leave them fucking people where they at, bro. And you know, I just wanted to speak my piece on that and tell y'all how I stopped drinking and how I fell back and how I started making different things happen in my life. And that's how I did it. So I want to give a special shout out to TOV Digital Media for giving me the opportunity to get in front of the camera and tell my story. It is what it is. If you want to hit that like button, hit the like button. You want to hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to get in the comment section, get in the comment section. And below, I think it's going to be an email address. Hey, you can sign up to that email address, because in a minute, I'm working on a book club. So in that book club, we're going to be reading books, and we just going to be, I'm trying to uplift and empower some people with information. It is what it is. Trust, no, I'm out.